A site-specific environmental radiation monitoring plan has been finalized for the Pohakuloa training area. The United States Army had to develop the plan in order to comply with the Nuclear Regulatory Commission license conditions for the possession of depleted uranium, also called DU. The DU spotting rounds and fragments were scattered at PTA as a result of the 1960s-era Davy Crockett weapons system. The plan hopes to identify potential routes for DU transport. It also will describe the monitoring approach to detect any off-installation migration, according to the Army. This map of Pohakuloa, found in the plan, shows the radiation control areas in purple. The green triangle is the proposed radiation monitoring sample location. The Army says co-located surface water and sediment samples will be gathered. The blue arrows indicate the direction of surface water flow, according to the Army. The sample location was selected based on the surface water hydrology. The Army does not plan to sample groundwater at PTA because they say the depth and limited precipitation make it unlikely that DU would migrate into the groundwater. The Army plans to sample quarterly unless prevented by weather. The controversy over DU heated up several years ago when the Army admitted to past use of the Davy Crockett weapon system at PTA.
Right up past that road is where we found some of the depleted uranium out there, straight out here.
The Army held this media briefing on base in 2010.
The Army had an atomic energy license from 1958 to 1977, which covered the area that we're talking about from 1962 to 65 here in Hawaii. And that license not only allowed the Army to manufacture these rounds, but it also allowed us the capability to distribute to field units for firing, and that included training, like we would have had here up at Pohakuloa.
In 2008, the Hawaii County Council even passed a resolution calling for the halt of live fire exercises at PTA until the hazards are mitigated.
It's time for Auhana for Pohakuloa.
If now, by their admission, there is DU, depleted uranium contamination at Pohakuloa, we need to sit down and make strong decisions on what do we do to minimize the health risk to our general community before we move on.